The moon hangs high, casting silvery light across the forest floor, where shadows dance and breathe like the living beings all around you. You stand there, crouched low, shivering with a mix of fear and anticipation, your breath hitching in your throat. Every rustle of the leaves, every whisper of the wind sends your heart racing with a blend of hope and dread. The world feels electric, charged with the unspeakable. I cannot turn away from the scene unfolding before you. And then it happens. An extraordinary rebellion ignites your senses. A bear, fierce and resolute, breaks the cages that hold trapped animals. She is a majestic creature, muscles flexing beneath her thick fur, eyes shimmering with determination. This isn't the savage, heartless behemoth painted by human rhetoric. This bear is a mother, driven by instinct to save her kin. You can feel the pulse of the wild every time her powerful paws come crashing down, every time she demolishes the cruel traps crafted by human hands. You take slow, cautious steps to the side, drawn into this act of liberation. The air around you thickens, wrapping your heart with both awe and tension, as if the very atmosphere holds its breath. The clang of metal echoes through the nocturnal silence, reverberating in your bones, igniting a burning fire of defiance within you. But then the darkness lurks. It whispers secrets of illegal hunters who thrive on the suffering of these innocent beings, and you can feel it coiling like a serpent in the pit of your stomach. A terrible truth lies hidden, waiting for someone to unearth it. Each moment unravels like a fragile thread, and in that moment, you realize you are witnessing something unbelievably transformative. The bear stands tall, her silhouette sharp against the backdrop of the full moon. She becomes a symbol of justice, a guardian of the voiceless, yet shadows of greed loom ever closer. The question hangs in the air like the dense fog. Will her defiance against human greed echo through these trees, or will the cruel hands of poaching snuff out this flicker of hope she represents? You shift your weight, eyes transfixed, drowning in a whirlpool of conflicting emotions. The stories you've held, of the wild being a tapestry woven with chaos and brutality, become threads that fray in the light of this reality. As you witness the bear's determination, your insides twist with confusion and anger at the perversion of nature. Flashbacks of naive beliefs flood your mind, leaving a metallic taste of realization on your tongue. What you once thought of nature as cruel and savage is being rewritten, reshaped by the bear's undeniable courage. With every swing of her massive paws, every triumphant roar that cuts through the silence, you feel the air chilled by injustice. The scent of liberation hangs thick, like the sweet fragrance of wildflowers after a storm. A reminder of what has been lost and what can still be reclaimed. The struggle for freedom plays out like a symphony of raw emotions in the moonlight, painting vivid images of the countless lives imprisoned in cages that should never have existed. You can see the abandoned traps, the snares lying in wait, artifacts left behind by a civilization that has forgotten its connection to the wild. Your heart races, syncing with the frantic energy that pulses throughout the forest. The animals locked in cages are not just prisoners, they bear stories written on their frightened faces. Young, innocent creatures, their wide eyes glisten with confusion and dread. You realize that behind every closed cage lies a heartbeat, a desperate life that once roamed free. There's a painful urgency thrumming in the atmosphere, a cruel countdown ticking louder with every passing moment. These lives are on the brink, teetering at the edge of despair. And the bear, this mother, this warrior, she recognizes the risks surrounding her. With unwavering determination, she pushes onward, dismantling cages one by one. You feel a kinship swelling within you. Her defiance resonates with something deep inside, a spark that calls to your own humanity. The sight of her fighting back against the darkness shifts something profound within your core. You see the dichotomy between the beauty of motherhood and the ruthless exploitation of innocence. You ache with the weight of it. The last cage stands against the backdrop of the moonlit sky, stark against the fervor of the moment. Suddenly your breath hitches again as a chilling realization washes over you. The poachers are nearby. You can practically feel their presence in the air. Remnants of greed cling to every shadow, wrapping around you like a suffocating blanket. Will they notice the unveiling chaos? Will violence reign upon this flickering glimmer of hope? A wave of dread crashes over you, clawing at your thoughts. Where is now the safe haven of wild? You are caught in a painful juxtaposition. The thrill of witnessing the bear's triumph dances dangerously close to despairing thoughts of what's to come. She has become a revolutionary force, a beacon of light against the encroaching darkness. Yet your heart races with fear as the lurking danger intensifies the stakes. Each heartbeat heightens the tension. Time is slipping through your fingers like sand. In that very moment, the wilderness pauses as if holding its breath. You feel small and insignificant in the grand scheme of this rebellion against oppression, longing to amplify the voice of the voiceless. The bear, a mere embodiment of nature's resilience, now stands amidst a growing tempest, caught between her drive to rescue those she loves and the lurking threat that could crush them all. But the light of courage shines bright, and as the chaos unfolds, a flicker of resolve ignites within you. You know you're witnessing a story that needs to be told, a narrative echoing through the trees, waiting patiently for humanity to awaken. Something is shifting in the soil of your understanding, desperate to take root. Just before you can grasp what happens next, the last cage shudders and springs open, a key in the lock falling away like the chains of oppression. The bear stands tall, defiant, her shadow stretching across the forest floor like a monument of hope. But what no one expected is the sudden rustle of foliage, the telltale sign signaling that the poachers have arrived. Every nerve in your body screams to flee, yet you are frozen in place. Every nerve in your body screams to flee, yet you are frozen in place. The forest, once a sanctuary, now feels like a trap, echoing with the vibrations of danger. The colors of the night dull into shadows of uncertainty, tinged with the scent of fear that hangs in the air like a thick fog. You peer into the trees, searching for the hunters, your heart pounding like a drum in the depths of your chest. The rustling grows louder, a menacing symphony of footsteps and muted whispers winding their way through the underbrush. You can feel the tension tightening around you, a coiling snake ready to strike. The bear stands poised, her muscles rippling with energy, every hair on her back bristling against the encroaching threat. She is an immovable force, embodying what it means to protect and defend. But the poachers, they are predators, stealthy and cunning, armed with traps and brutal intentions. Your mind races. Will she choose to fight, or will she shield the liberated animals and flee deeper into the woods, allowing them to escape? A flash of movement catches your eye, and time slows. The poachers emerge, dark silhouettes hovering in the moonlight, eyes glinting like predators stalking prey. They exchange hushed words that send a chill running down your spine. Their presence drips with malice as they edge closer to where the bear stands defiantly. You hold your breath, lost in the moment, each second stretched thin, a taut wire ready to snap. Suddenly the bear roars, shattering the silence like glass breaking. It's a primal sound that reverberates through the trees, echoing into the night. The poachers step back, momentarily caught off guard, and you feel a rush of hope flicker to life within you. This is not just a fight for animal rights. This is the wild rebelling against the cruelty dressed in human desires. Your heart swells with admiration for the bear, for her courage to confront the darkness. But the poachers recover quickly. They pull weapons from their belts, tranquilizer darts glinting under the moon, tools of oppression poised to snuff out life. Your breath catches in your throat and panic grips you tightly. What has unfolded before you is a brutal reality, a hidden world where innocence is overrun by greed and cruelty. You can almost hear the echo of the bear's heart, thundering in symmetry with your own, united in this shared moment of fear and resistance. The bear does not waver. You see the determination etched in her features, a mother tirelessly committed to protecting her kin. She moves strategically, placing herself between the poachers and the clusters of liberated animals. There's a fierce intelligence in her eyes, a spark that bridges the gap between instinct and survival. You recognize that this battle is not just physical. It is symbolic, a fight against the belief that power lies solely in the hands of the hunters. With each calculated step she takes, she leads the rescued animals towards safety. You watch in awe as they follow her, their trust placed entirely in this guardian of the wild. There's a stirring sense of unity as the once captive animals join forces with her, an unbreakable bond formed by the struggle for freedom. You can feel their silent gratitude washing over the scene, each creature imbued with a newfound purpose. Letting go of your own fear, you feel compelled to stand tall alongside them, drawn into this unfolding narrative where the stakes have never been higher. The foliage rustles around you, nature vibrating with a collective heartbeat, revealing the interplay between fear and hope that weaves through the very fabric of existence. Yet, the poachers have regrouped, and now their shouts cut through the tension-filled air. They've spotted the movement, a sudden urgency propelling them into action. You can see the cruel flash of their eyes, the determination to reclaim control, ready to do whatever it takes to maintain their stranglehold over these innocent lives. You feel that cruel swirl of anxiety pooling within your chest. What will happen next? As the ground shakes with the desperate strides of the hunters, the bear's stance grows more resolute. There is a moment, just a heartbeat, in which she seems to acknowledge the gravity of the situation, a silent communion between her instincts and the awareness of the world around her. Then, with a fierce growl, she charges forward, a force to be reckoned with. You let out a breath you didn't know you were holding, understanding now that this is her moment of reckoning, a stand to reclaim what is rightfully hers. The very air crackles with the tension of the unfolding drama. This rebellion encapsulates something deeper than survival. It speaks volumes about the fight against the systematic destruction of wildlife and the pursuit of justice that transcends mere instinct. Your heart soars as you realize that this act of defiance might shift the narrative. The bear, a mere being in the eyes of these poachers, has turned the tides of this confrontation, embodying nature's resilience against human greed. Yet watching her slip between the shadows and the flashes of the poachers' weapons, you can't help but feel the urgency of her situation. Every second counts, each moment swelling with the treacherous weight of uncertainty. Then, in a burst of instinctual brilliance, she circles around, leading the freed animals deeper into the forest. This is a tactical retreat that speaks to a profound understanding of the chase, a unique cooperation between creature and environment. You feel a swell of admiration. This bear, a symbol of untamed spirit, will not back down without a fight. As you stand there rooted in place, the pulse of the forest throbs around you. Moments blend and shift. Darkness and light dance together in an intricate ballet of fear and bravery as nature unfolds its truth. This is more than just a mere moment in time. This is a profound awakening, and you are a witness to it all. In the bear's eyes, you see the reflection of something powerful, something raw. It's the fierce embodiment of resilience howling against the encroaching darkness, a banner waving defiantly in the wind. The climax of this moment grows heavier, packed with the desire for freedom while you stand at the brink of change, tethered to this magical, tumultuous realm that is begging for recognition, yearning to be heard. This is not just an animal rebellion, it is a call to humanity, a desperate plea that echoes against the backdrop of greed. The forest is alive with stories, layers of truth quietly fighting for survival. And you? You are on the cusp of new understanding, feeling every heartbeat as it reverberates through the trees, reverberates through your own heart. The moment stretches into a tense stillness as the bear surges forward, her powerful strides reverberating through the timbered sanctuary. You find yourself breathless, each heartbeat syncing with the pounding rhythm of this defiant charge. This confrontation transcends mere survival. It stands as a defiant testament to the intricate balance of life against the shadow of greed. Your instincts scream at you to hide, yet your feet remain anchored, captivated by the bravery unfolding before you. The poachers, dark silhouettes against the dim light of the forest, cast their own shadows of malevolence. You watch them fidget, glancing between one another, their expressions a mix of disbelief and rising fear at the ferocity of the bear's challenge. They're armed with weapons designed to intimidate, but in this moment, they are completely unprepared for the raw tenacity of a creature hell-bent on reclaiming freedom for her kin. With a thundering roar, the bear invokes the ancient spirit of the wild, her cry slicing through the silence like a sacred incantation. You feel it resonate deep within you, the power of her voice reverberating through the very core of the forest, rallying not just the liberated animals but the very essence of nature itself. There is no mistaking it. This is a call to arms, a reminder that the wild will not be held captive without a fight. Time crystallizes as the poachers step back, their confidence wavering against the gravitational pull of her defiance. In their eyes, you can see the flicker of fear igniting. This is not mere prey before them, it is a force of nature fighting back. As the bear turns, leading the liberated animals deeper into the forest, you witness the environment becoming an ally. It wraps around them, creating a tapestry of hope interwoven with shadows. The bear works in tandem with the wilderness, her movements fluid and instinctual. She becomes the embodiment of strategy, navigating through trees and underbrush with a grace that takes your breath away. Each step she takes speaks to a deep understanding of her surroundings, a silent communication with the forest that has nurtured and protected her. And you, an observer, feel called to witness this dance of life, realizing how interconnected everything truly is. But the danger is not yet averted. The poachers regroup, their voices rising in a mix of anger and panic as they draw closer. With every shout, a greater urgency permeates the air, thickening the tension to a breaking point. You can feel your pulse quicken, the fear reverberating within you and in the very fabric of the forest. This struggle means everything, not merely for this moment but for the future of all who dare to roam the wild. The bear pauses, glancing back at the animals as they follow her with trust shining in their eyes. You see the weight of responsibility resting on her shoulders. A decision looms before her. Will she fight, risking everything she has? Or will she ensure the safety of those she's liberated? It is a pivotal moment, one that weighs heavy in the air surrounding you. You, too, are a part of this story that intertwines so intricately with all living beings, an existence that demands protection, recognition, and respect. In one swift motion, the bear makes her choice. With a fierce determination flaring in her eyes, she charges forward, meeting the poachers head-on. Her roar pierces the night alongside the cacophony of human shouts. The clash between the noble and the greedy unfurls before you. You realize this isn't simply a battle. It's a confrontation with centuries of exploitation, a pivotal clash fueled by the essence of life itself. The chaos erupts, a whirlwind of fur and anger as the bear rushes toward the encroaching threats. The poachers stumble back, their bravado turning to fear as they meet the unexpected fury charging at them. You stand frozen, feeling the weight of this battle unfold, your heart pounding with the intensity of the struggle between predator and prey. It's visceral, it's raw, and it's a cry against the cruelty that attempts to cage the wild. Amidst the frenetic energy, you catch whiffs of desperation, both from the bear and the poachers. Yet, the spirit of freedom shines bright, spurring the once captive animals into action, emboldening them to join the fight. It's an unscripted rebellion, a tangible wave of resilience crashing forth against the old guard of oppression. They spill out from behind the trees, each step they take ignited by the spark of newfound hope that reverberates within the forest. Time fades, transforming the situation into a chaotic tapestry woven from courage and fear. You become acutely aware of the power dynamics at play, how even the smallest act of defiance can create ripples of change. This realization bypasses mere observation. It engages you fully. You feel the awakening in your heart, a growing desire to engage, to protect, to ensure that the stories of these animals become more than whispers in the wind. A surge of strength surges through you as you watch this fierce battle unfold. This is not merely about survival, but about belonging to something larger than oneself. This is about the raw beauty of nature asserting its presence, calling for respect and dignity in a world where the shadows of greed often overshadow it. As the bear stands her ground, her powerful form becomes a symbol of perseverance. You are reminded that within the heart of every creature lies the unwavering reminder that life will always fight to exist. You feel invigorated. This moment, this struggle, is a call to action for every living being on this earth. The heart of the wild echoes, and you find yourself swept into its rhythm. You yearn for your own voice to join the symphony, to be part of a more tremendous narrative that shapes the future of humanity's relationship with the land. The battle rages on, and amidst this clash, a profound understanding emerges in you, that the fight against cruelty and injustice is timeless, echoing through every being and every generation. Nothing, not greed, not exploitation, can suppress the primal pulse of survival that unites us all. As the bear pushes back, her strength and determination ignite a fierce resolve deep within you. You stand at the precipice of awakening, ready to amplify the essence of nature's rebellion, sharing the stories of those that are often silenced. This is the moment where courage meets purpose, and you, too, find your place in the unfolding tale, echoing the wild's defiances as it rises to reclaim its sacred ground. The dust begins to settle as the clash between the bear and the poachers reaches a fevered pitch. The air is thick with tension, anger and fear swirling like autumn leaves in a storm. The ground beneath your feet seems to vibrate with the pulse of the conflict, and you are acutely aware that this moment is more than just a confrontation. It is a pivotal point in the ever-unfolding narrative between humanity and nature. As the bear stands firm, defiance emanating from her every move, you can feel the raw essence of the wild shimmering in the air. She is not simply fighting, she is embodying the spirit of survival, an energy that dances through every blade of grass and ancient tree surrounding you. In her powerful stance and her determined gaze, you observe not just an animal in peril, but a vital force striving for its rightful place in the world. You find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew about the balance of nature. You'd only ever seen animals as entities separate from your own humanity. But now, experience reshapes everything. The bear is a mother, a protector, a fierce guardian aware of the stakes at hand. In each calculated charge, you can recognize the pain of her past, the countless lives lost, the endless struggle for survival. Each swipe of her paw, each roar that echoes through the trees speaks of loss, but it also illuminates a relentless battle for existence. The struggle resonates within you, amplifying the deep-rooted awareness of the moral dilemma that has long plagued humanity. You reflect on the stories of exploitation and the silent suffering of creatures stripped of their homes, reduced to mere statistics in the cruelty of wildlife trafficking. It is a hidden truth, masked by indifference, a burden that weighs heavy on the conscience of those who choose not to see. Yet, as the bear compels you into this wakeful state, you understand something profound. The fight she is engaging in is not solely hers. It belongs to all of us. It is a rallying cry against the exploitation that encircles the wild, a reminder that every being deserves dignity and respect. You realize that the echoes of this moment will travel far beyond the confines of the forest, resonating through hearts and minds, demanding justice in the face of injustice. In the ensuing chaos, the liberated animals rally alongside their guardian. It's as if they are no longer mere beasts, they are voices of a unified front. You find yourself swept up in their shared energy, a passionate movement that transcends species. Each animal rushing past you carries the same newfound understanding, a collective will echoing through the forest, an expression of solidarity against oppression. As the dust settles further, the poachers begin to recognize their formidable opponent. Fear grips their hearts as they see the bear's steadfast defiance. They falter, glancing nervously toward one another, doubt creeping into their minds. Can they truly take down this embodiment of resurrection? The response within you is electric. The realization that her courage serves as a flicker of hope for those still hidden in shadows ignites a flame in your chest. In the regenerative silence that follows, the forest wages a deeper war, against ignorance, against greed. Each pulse of life within the trees seems to echo a vow. No longer will the innocent be silenced. This is not merely an act of resistance. It is a movement toward awakening. Each heartbeat reverberates with a promise, a dedication to preserving the fragile beauty of life. You feel the urge to shout, to join the chorus of nature in its stand against tyranny. This is a time for allies, those who believe in the sanctity of life, those who will not shy away from facing the darkness. The moment frames your understanding. The forest and the wild are not mere backdrops to the human experience, but rather co-participants in this sacred journey of existence. Without thinking, you let your voice rise, intertwining with the roars of the bear and the calls of the animals rallying behind her. It is raw and visceral, a primal scream that breaks through the barriers of fear. You feel an undeniable connection reach out. Now you are not just a witness, you are part of this narrative, a guardian of these stories, these struggles. In the heart of the chaos, you begin to grasp what it means to be a steward of the land. It's a heavy burden, yet a profound honor, the responsibility to protect those that cannot speak for themselves. You carry a message, a promise ignited by the flame of understanding that the fight is not over, that it's only just the beginning. As the poachers scramble to retreat, the forest breathes, exhaled relief mingling with the cries of animals rising around you. They dart through the trees, chasing freedom as the echoes of their survival reverberate through the canopies. And in the wake of this struggle, you take pause, realizing how fragile this equilibrium is. You reflect on the larger significance of this battle, a reflection of the world beyond. Daily conflicts where the voiceless find their strength and community. You see yourself as part of a greater family, connected by the threads of existence, woven together through purpose and understanding. There can be no true peace without acknowledging and defending the sanctity of all life. Through this profound metamorphosis, the bear stands as a monument to resilience, her spirit a guiding light. You've seen not only an animal fight for its kin, but the immense power of nature calling out for justice. This moment cultivates within you a deep resolve, as each heartbeat resonates with the forest. The echoes surge through you like a river flowing back to its source, powerful and unyielding. You feel the transformation solidify within your soul, a commitment to serve as a voice for the lost and the silenced, aware that your newfound understanding brings with it an unwavering responsibility. It's a promise to join forces with those who protect the precious life pulsing through this earth. And now you stand alongside the bear, not just an observer anymore, but a warrior in the movement toward harmony, ready to share these stories, to amplify the voices of the wild. It becomes clear that your journey does not end here. This awakening leads to a deeper understanding of the fragility of life, a solidarity born through this collision. And as you lift your head toward the shimmering stars above the canopy, you know that the heart of the wild, intertwined with your own, will continue to echo through the ages, urging you to stand against the darkness and be unapologetically fierce in the pursuit of justice. In the aftermath of the battle, the forest breathes a collective sigh of relief, a deep inhale infused with the sense of wet earth and pine. The chaos ebbs as the bear stands at the center of it all, her powerful figure framed by fading twilight. You watch as the liberated animals, emboldened by her courage, ripple through the underbrush, each one a testament to survival, a story reawakened. In this moment, you understand that life isn't just about endurance. It's about reclaiming the power to thrive. Every rustle of leaves becomes a musical note in the symphony of resilience playing around you, and the forest seems to hum with a newfound energy. You've witnessed a powerful metamorphosis, a direct response to the shadows of greed, cruelty now receding before the wealth of life that remains. As you take in your surroundings, the gravity of what you've just experienced weighs heavily yet profoundly. You are now part of something grander, an echoing truth that whispers how every act of defiance counts, how every voice matters. The journey homeward becomes an introspective pilgrimage, each step through the familiar patches of wilderness lit by the gentle glow of the moon. You walk with purpose, heart beating in rhythm with the forest's pulse, realizing how entwined you've become with its very soul. The depth of your connection grows clearer. You are no longer a mere observer drifting through life. Instead, you commit to being a participant, a steadfast ally for those who cannot advocate for themselves. In the quiet of the night, you replay the events that led to this awakening, the vibrant image of the bear flickering in your mind like wildfire. Somehow, she became a beacon, guiding you through a more profound understanding of justice, dignity, and the sanctity of life. With each memory, a swell of emotion washes over you, a fearlessness ignited by her defiance, an urge to spread these stories, to become the voice for those still silenced in shadows. As thoughts swirl within your consciousness, you realize the reality you stand on today is fragile, delicately balanced by every decision humanity makes. The echoes of that struggle resonate today and will ripple through time, demanding recognition, affection, and unwavering protection for every living being. In that realization, you grasp that the pivotal battle of the forest reflects the broader human experience, where every creature struggles to carve its place amidst growing encroachment. And still, there lingers a sharp ache, a yearning to take action. You visualize standing tall for the wild, striving to create a ripple effect, reaching out to others who share your anguish and desire for change. The stories of the lost, who predate your time, those affected by human excess, must be unveiled. The forgotten grumbles of the unseen. They're begging to be heard, to breathe life back into their narratives. You feel a rush of determination. It's not just a burning passion, it blossoms into a commitment, a promise that will echo through your very being. As days turn into weeks, you begin to forge connections beyond this sacred space. The stories unfold, weaving their way into your thoughts. and you immerse yourself in collective advocacy, joining hands with like-minded souls, an intricate tapestry of shared purpose. You find solace in these new alliances, kindred spirits united under the banner of respect for life, each needing but one spark to feel the weight of responsibility collide with the urgency of action. Your journey takes you deeper into discussions about conservation, into workshops where ideas flourish like the earth coming alive after a storm. Each voice combines to create a resonant chorus, a profound mission resonating through trees and valleys as you collectively forge plans. Knowledge now becomes your tool, the power to educate and create awareness, to be the bridge connecting humanity with the beauty of this world often overlooked. You engage with communities, hoping to awaken within them the awareness you've come to understand. As time passes, the lessons learned from that encounter with the bear resonate beyond the forest edges, stitching threads of solidarity across humanity. You facilitate conversations uncomfortable at times but essential, discussions that challenge complacency and ignorance, urging people to recognize the tendrils of life that interconnect us all. Through these efforts, you can see shifts, individuals connecting the dots, understanding that every choice matters. Every action ripples like a stone dropped into still water. In moments of contemplation under the night sky, you feel the presence of the bear, her spirit woven into the very fabric of your being. Her roar now lives in the depths of your soul, encouraging you to strive for justice that goes beyond mere existence. You want not just to protect, but to uplift, to celebrate the interconnectedness that binds every life, human or otherwise, in the grand orchestration of existence. As the seasons change, the urgency of the parallels you witness urges you onward. A deep calling to conserve the sanctity of all life unfolds. You weave tales of the wild into your daily existence. You become a leader in change, not just for the now, but for future generations. You advocate for the land and its creatures, urging others to appreciate the beauty and sanctity surrounding them, from bears wandering freely in lush forests to the delicate flowers blooming in sunlight. Ultimately, you find emotional closure in this journey. With every person who understands and connects, with every life you strive to protect, you experience a deeper sense of purpose and more than personal fulfillment. It becomes a unified heartbeat echoing through time. Every story shared is like the stories of the bear and the forest, the roots stretching deep, ensuring the legacy of resilience will thrive. On sleepless nights, lying beneath the stars, you hear the whispers of the wild. The lessons become fresher, the call clearer. Feel the heartbeat of the earth. You know now that impact is no mere chance. It is forged in resolve, spirited by the courage found in the heart of a bear fighting for the voiceless. You close your eyes, breathing in the scents of the forest, and in that quiet solitude, you vow to continue this journey, an activist's promise to return to the wild, to keep pushing against the darkness, and ultimately, to be a guardian for those who cannot speak. Each tale of bravery becomes your inspiration. The legacy lives on, and your heart, intertwined with those of the infinite beings surrounding you, will always beat for justice, now, tomorrow, and always. With every rising sun, the world transforms a little more, and you awaken, burning with newfound purpose. The vibrant energy of the forest surrounds you, its scents, its sounds, the harmony of life stirring you awake. Each day, you carry the heart of that courageous bear within you, with her spirit illuminating your path as you strive to uplift the voiceless. Advocacy becomes your mission, and you traverse new terrains of consciousness. Conversations with friends, family, and acquaintances pulse with urgency. You share the stories of resilience you've gathered, the battles fought in silence by animals, and the hidden anguish of ecosystems strained under greed. Each voice you connect with expands your network of understanding, urging them to recognize their role in preserving life's sanctity, urging them to simple actions like reducing plastic waste or supporting wildlife initiatives. You feel pangs of doubt at times, faced with resistance from those who dismiss your passion or consider it idealistic. Yet the image of the bear strikes you like lightning, and you remember her steadfast, fearless spirit. You commit to being persistent, learning that every small act of defiance against apathy contributes to the chorus of change. Every seed sown, every conversation sparked, can have profound implications. Thus, you search for ways to translate your passion into action. Joining forces with local conservation groups ignites your commitment even further. You engage in weekends filled with tree planting, cleanups, and community outreach. The camaraderie of fellow activists bolsters your resolve, a tapestry of shared hopes woven into the very essence of the earth. Here you learn that imperceptibly you are creating a surge of awareness. Impact stems from unity and perseverance. In your work, you find strength. Each bag of litter you collect becomes a victory, each tree planted a promise for the future. You watch the saplings sway in the wind, envisioning a time when they'll grow mighty and breathe life into the air. You reach out to schools, educating children about local wildlife, hoping to ignite a spark of passion in the next generation. With every heart you touch, your own expands, filled with the hope that echoes through the corridors of time. Your social media presence unfolds as a powerful tool. You narrate stories of wildlife rehabilitation, share the triumphs and challenges faced in conservation efforts, and amplify the voices of those working tirelessly for change. Your platforms burgeon with engaging posts that encourage conversation. Questions asked and stories shared resonate, igniting an awareness that ripples outward in the community. People reach out, inspired by the vision you're painting. Together, you weave a fabric uniting life under a collective passion for the planet. As you witness the reactions and conversations ignited by your words, doubt transforms into determination. Change doesn't need to come in grand gestures, rather, it lives in the hearts of the many. The seemingly small actions ripple like pebbles tossed into the quiet waters of ignorance, creating ripples that slowly grow into waves of advocacy. You experience how awareness quickly multiplies, spreading through engagement, planting roots in the consciousness of those around you. Returning now and then to that sacred forest, you immerse yourself in the tranquility it offers. Each trek can entice a flood of memories. The bear's spirit so palpable you can almost sense her watching, urging you onward, knowing each step you take reverberates like whispers carried by the wind. You cherish these moments of quiet reflection, knowing that your journey is intertwined with both nature and its struggles. One day, while hiking along a familiar path, hope floods your heart as you catch sight of a mother bear and her cubs, a striking reminder that life persists. You admire their bond, the embrace of protection, and the delicate tapestry of motherhood. It stirs something deep within you. You realize you are witnessing everything you fought for: growth, strength, and the promise of resilience. As they navigate through the underbrush, you feel a profound sense of gratitude and connection. You pledge to preserve their world, translating that sense of urgency into advocacy that extends to all forms of life. With every interaction, you deepen your commitment to advocate for creatures like these, vowing to ensure their stories continue to resonate through time. As the seasons shift once again, your resolve crystallizes. The vision of a world in which nature thrives begins to loom larger than life, a dance where every being matters. You understand, as relentless as the tides, your journey will traverse highs and lows. It's a continuous fight that demands unwavering tenacity. The bear's essence entwines with your own, drawing strength from memories and every life impacted. You forge ahead, armed with clarity, purpose, and passion, a guardian for the wild. Each experience, each story, deepens your understanding of the interconnectedness of life. You absorb the wisdom imparted by the earth. You let it guide your steps into the wider world, ensuring that every moment counts in the mission toward justice. You are now committed to the cause, resolute in your belief that nature's heartbeat must remain pure and unyielding. With each passing day, you will rise to protect the forest, the wildlife, and the generations that will follow. And as life unfolds, you carry the essence of that bear forever within you, a symbol of conviction, courage, and the promise of an untamed world that deserves to breathe freely. Your heart beats in unwavering alignment with the world's wild pulse, a promise of justice and protection echoing through eternity. As the sun rises higher with each passing day, you find yourself enveloped in the transformative beauty of the wild. Your journey as a guardian deepens, and each encounter with nature brightens your purpose. You grasp the realization that advocacy is not a solitary path, but a web that weaves through countless hearts and minds. Every connection fuels your fire, and in this collective heartbeat, you discover the power of unity. Each month brings fresh opportunities to expand your reach. The days are alive with possibilities. School programs promoting environmental awareness, community events, and partnerships with local conservation organizations. Your small-town efforts scale up, reaching audiences beyond your borders. You shift from being an advocate to becoming a catalyst, igniting sparks in those who empathize with the plight of the wild. During one such community event, you stand on stage, sunlight streaming through swaying trees. The air hums with anticipation. You look at the gathered crowd, a beautiful mosaic of diverse faces, and you feel the weight of your passion course through you. You share stories of the bear, the courage she embodied, the families torn apart by poaching. You recount vivid tales painted in emotion, inspiring tears and laughter, urging everyone to reflect on their relationship with nature. You see wonder ignite in the eyes of children, hearts hungry for adventure and knowledge. They are your hope. They are the future, the guardians in training. A little girl raises her hand, asking how she can help. You lean closer, your heart swelling. This is the moment you've been preparing for. You share simple steps. Plant a tree, clean a local river, or simply observe the beauty around them. Their eager faces light up with understanding, the seeds of activism taking root in their minds. The momentum doesn't stop there. Motivated by their energy, you enhance your outreach efforts. You run workshops, collaborate with artists to create murals representing wildlife, and plant gardens of native species in public spaces. As people gather to lend a hand, you feel the surge of collective effort transform into something extraordinary. A beautiful symphony of voices and actions harmonizing together, every note contributing to a chorus of hope. During this journey, you find yourself at the intersection of activism and artistic expression, where art becomes a vital tool for conservation. Through photography, painting, and storytelling, you capture the essence of the wild, conveying messages that resonate deeply. You showcase exhibits at local galleries, sharing the stunning beauty of wildlife, infusing life into your advocacy. You leverage the power of creativity to ignite a passion for nature, a fire that burns, bringing people together in an emotional embrace of what can be preserved. As the seasons shift from vibrant autumn to the stark chill of winter, you feel a call to action echoing from deep within your soul. A sense of urgency builds as you witness the dark forces threatening the world you cherish. Stories of habitat destruction, animal trafficking, and climate change fill your newsfeed, painting a less hopeful future. Echoing in your mind are the cries of the creatures you once heard. The call of the bear reminding you that silence is not an option. With purpose rekindled, you organize a rally. You reach out to local organizations, schools, and activists, Flyers are posted, and social media buzzes with excitement. On the day of the event, you stand at the forefront of the crowd, thousands gathered around you, a diverse tapestry of voices united. The air is electric, as speakers share powerful testimonies of the struggles faced by wildlife on the brink of extinction. And in that moment, you feel the surge of community's power, the raw energy of individuals committed to change. The chants rise up, echoing through the streets. Together, you carry signs adorned with messages of hope and resistance, filling the atmosphere with renewed vigor. You share your unwavering belief that together, you can protect what remains, pushing back against the encroaching shadows. At the rally's conclusion, you stand at the podium, glancing at the faces surrounding you. The energy is palpable. You take a moment to absorb the scene. In the eyes of the crowd, you see determination, a shared understanding of what is at stake. It is a reminder that the fight is not just for the bears or the forests, but for your collective existence. Together, you say, your voice steady and powerful, we can protect the corner of the world we all love. Together we will rise up for the voiceless and make our voices heard. The words resonate, sending ripples of shared conviction through the crowd, an unbreakable chain of resolve. In the days following the rally, you receive messages from those who attended. They share their stories of newfound inspiration, stories of communities coming together to make a difference. Your pulse quickens as you realize that the embers of activism have sparked into a blazing fire, a wave of change fueled by hope, compassion, and unity. You move forward with renewed enthusiasm, embarking on ambitious projects focusing on habitat restoration and education programs aimed at protecting vulnerable species. Partnerships deepen and friendships form across divisions, each person bringing a unique skill set to the movement. You find yourself working alongside scientists, teachers, artists, and passionate individuals, all driven by the same shared goal. Winter melts into spring, bringing a revival of life. As the days warm, you feel the world around you waking up, and your spirit soars with it. You reflect on the journey thus far, recognizing that every small action, each voice raised, resonates through the rhythms of nature. The bear's legacy lives on, stronger and more vibrant, woven into the fabric of your life. As you stand on a hillside overlooking the forest, the sun begins to set, casting golden hues across the landscape. You take a deep breath, feeling the essence of the wild flow through you, an enduring connection to every creature, every leaf, every heartbeat. You know that as long as there is breath within you, you will be a steadfast guardian for the wild, an unwavering force, fighting for the voiceless, amplifying their stories, and championing justice for the forgotten. Your heart beats in tandem with the universe as you embrace the endless possibilities ahead, resolving to be a beacon of hope, the promise of a thriving world where every life matters. Each dawn unfolds with the promise of renewal, and as spring spills across the landscape, you feel its rhythms sync with your heartbeat. The air is rich with life, the sweet scent of flowers bursting from the earth and the symphony of birds singing in the trees. You know now that your mission as a guardian has only just begun. Fueled by the enthusiasm from the recent rally, you channel your energy into forming deeper connections within your community. You begin reaching out to local schools, seeking to engage young minds in the wonders of nature. Your goal is clear: to instill a sense of stewardship, to make sure they understand that they are a vital part of this ecosystem. You find joy in crafting programs that speak to children's imaginations, weaving stories of the forest into lively lessons. You let them feel the textured bark of a tree, hear the rustle of leaves, and understand how every creature has a role. You watch their eyes widen, their faces brighten with excitement. There's something transformative in seeing their curiosity awaken, Each child holds the potential to be a future protector of the wild. As the weeks pass, you organize weekend excursions, leading families into the heart of the forest. Armed with gardening gloves, tools, and laughter, you dig deep into the soil together, planting seedlings that promise to thrive. Every tiny tree you plant symbolizes hope. Each sprouting leaf connects your community with the heartbeat of nature. You take pride in every drop of sweat. It's transformative, sculpting a bond between people and the earth. Yet, amidst these joys, the landscape of your activism grows complex. Whispers of trouble drift through camps, reports of illegal hunting and habitat destruction flit across your radar. You understand that the foundation you are building remains fragile without vigilance. As you share stories of the bear, the one who taught you courage, you feel a sense of urgency rise within you. A community forum begins to take shape in your mind. You envision a gathering that amplifies awareness, uniting voices to confront this shadow pressing against the wild. You reach out to experts, inviting them to speak on the crucial topics plaguing your region. Their insights will lend authority to the cause, and you know the community needs to hear these truths if they are to act. As the day of the forum approaches, you feel the familiar weight of anxiety settle in, a reminder of the importance of the mission at hand. The day finally dawns, filled with expectation. You stand in front of a gathering crowd, your heart pounding. You recount the struggles facing the wild, framed by the stories of the creatures that inhabit it. Your voice carries the weight of urgency, imploring your community to take action. Every anecdote you share resonates, stirring emotions within. The impact is immediate. Faces turn stern with concern. People exchange glances brimming with understanding. You plant the seeds of responsibility, rallying everyone's commitment to action. As you speak, you make it clear that the choice lies with every individual. The choice to raise their voices, to act for the forest and its residents. Within days of the forum, the community springs into action. You're flooded with messages from neighbors expressing their desire to engage. Children ask how they can help. Adults commit to attending meetings. Local businesses pledge support. With every new connection forged, you can feel the movement gaining momentum. It's a symphony of hope, echoing in the hearts of everyone involved. To celebrate this newfound energy, you help organize a conservation festival. A glorious gathering bringing together art, music, and education centered around wildlife. You enlist local artists to create vibrant murals celebrating the beauty of nature in every shade. You invite musicians to perform, their notes spiraling like the currents of the wind through the trees. This celebration becomes a culmination of effort, a commitment to preserving the heart of the wilderness. The festival day arrives, a kaleidoscope of color and warmth. The sun casts golden rays over the gathering, enveloping everyone in his embrace. Children eagerly dash about, faces painted like wolves and bears, their laughter ringing like harmonious birdsong. You feel your heart swell, reaching as wide as the skies. This is the embodiment of the hope you've created together. During the festival, you stand before a crowd, captured by the essence of the moment. Your voice rises above the mingling laughter. Today, we celebrate nature and our role within it, you proclaim, feeling the energy surge around you. Together, we are the protectors of the wild. Together, we can and will make a difference. Their cheers echo back at you, a mighty wave of affirmation surging through the collective heart. However, as the festival fades, the clouds of danger loom again. You are reminded of the battles still to come. Every celebration tells a story of progress, but the shadows that threaten the wilderness remain vigilant. In the quiet moments, you hear the echo of the bear's spirit, a symbol of tenacity. You know the fight for justice doesn't stop here. In the months that follow, your resolve crystallizes further. You delve deeper into community initiatives, working towards long-term solutions. You address habitat restoration, advocate for sustainable practices, and advance education on environmental policies. You understand that true change is a gradual process, built on a foundation of unwavering commitment and resilient spirits. As you walk through the forest, the rustling leaves and high-reaching branches sing of resilience. You pause beneath a great oak, acknowledging the life-sustaining force surrounding you. You take a deep breath, the air filled with the scent of pine, a constant reminder of your connection to this sacred land. Your heart beats in rhythm with nature's pulse, a solemn promise of duty echoing through your being. You embrace the responsibility bestowed upon you, knowing that as long as breath fills your lungs, you will continue to fight for the wild. Each step leads you closer to a world where every being matters, where the legacy of the bear lives on, inspiring generations to come. With hope cradled in your heart, you embark on the next chapter of your journey, a guardian determined to uplift the voiceless and amplify the whispers of nature. Together with your community, you strive onward, knowing that the bond forged through shared purpose will echo through time. A timeless story of resilience, commitment, and unwavering love for the wild. As the seasons continue to shift, the warmth of summer blankets the forest, vibrant with life and color. Each day brings deeper connections with the earth as you immerse yourself in the rhythms of nature. The scent of wildflowers dances in the air, and you take time to observe the wonders around you, feeling the weight of purpose guiding every decision you make. With the momentum you've built in your community, new opportunities unfold like blossoms bursting from buds. You're approached by an environmental magazine, eager to feature the work you've done, your journey, the stories of the bear, and those remarkable community efforts. You understand that your platform can amplify not only your voice, but also the voices of countless others dedicated to protecting nature's essence. As you prepare for the interview, your heart races. This is a chance to inspire many more. You reflect on everything that has led you here. Each moment of struggle, motivation, and triumph is woven into your narrative. You gather your thoughts, envisioning how to share not just facts, but the passion that fuels your activism. The day of the interview arrives, and you sit across from the journalist in a sunlit cafe, buzzing with life. As questions flow, you discuss the urgency of wildlife protection and the threats ever present in the shadows. You tell stories of the festival and those children planting trees, of the community uniting to fight for the voiceless. Your voice is steady, infused with emotion, as you share how the bear's legacy has become a catalyst for change. When the journalist asks about your vision for the future, you lean in, your heart full of hope. You speak of a world where wild spaces are not only preserved but cherished. A world where every being's right to exist is honored. It's a collective effort, you say. Every single action counts, every voice matters. The words spill from your heart, echoing your commitment to justice for the wild. Days later, you receive word the article is published. You click the link anxiously, your heartbeat syncopating with the anticipation. As you read through the piece, pride washes over you. The article captures your journey beautifully, blending your story with imagery that resonates deeply. It speaks to the spirit of your community, the love for the wild, and that enduring bear that sparked it all. The publication generates waves of interest, and soon you're invited to speak at local schools, workshops, and environmental forums. The passion you've cultivated in your community spills over and feeds into a larger movement. You find yourself standing before diverse audiences, each one a tapestry of eager hearts, all yearning to make a difference. In one particularly moving session, you visit a school for at-risk youth, where the atmosphere is heavier yet ripe with potential. As you walk into the room, faces look up with tired eyes. Behind the dry laughter and jest, you sense their burdens. You share your story of resilience, the bear's struggle, your journey through setbacks and victories. You see their attention shift as your narrative unfolds, hope returning to their expressions, igniting sparks of ambition. Each of you has the power to affect change. You urge, feeling the weight of their aspirations. It may feel challenging, but every action has the potential to ripple outwards. Imagine the difference you can make. The room buzzes with quiet murmurs, and you know that your words are taking root. As you forge connections through your speaking engagements, you simultaneously work on significant initiatives for habitat restoration and wildlife protection. You organize cleanup events along local rivers and create programs that promote sustainable practices among local businesses. The ripples of change increase with each event, gathering momentum as those around you recognize their participation in a greater purpose. You become a familiar figure in town, visited often for advice, encouragement, or simply to share ideas. The friendships you've formed are not just personal. They are intertwined with your collective journey toward preserving the natural world. Together, you are creating a network of protectors who understand the importance of being stewards of the wild. One evening, as summer gives way to early autumn, you find solace among the trees in the forest. The air is crisp, and the golden leaves cascade down, carpeting the ground with beauty. You pause to reflect on the journey thus far. The highs and lows, the fervor of the community, the cherished relationships created in the name of the wild. You can't help but think of the bear again, its spirit woven through everything you do. It symbolizes a fierce protector, a guardian of justice, an embodiment of persevering spirit. You close your eyes, letting the rustling leaves carry you deeper into those thoughts. You sense her encouragement, a reminder that each step forward is significant, each heartbeat a vital part of the journey. Seated on a fallen log, you hear the forest breathing around you, the whisper of wind through trees, the soft crunch of foliage. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this life, this purpose that fills the well of your soul. Every moment of despair has led you to this. An avenue packed with possibilities, defined by shared ambitions and loving connections. But with that realization, a flicker of urgency nudges at you. You know the forests and wildlife are still under threat. Vigilance is paramount. Complacency could spell disaster for what's still at stake. You rise from your perch, energized, knowing the hours ahead must be devoted to expanding the mission even further. Suddenly, inspiration strikes, the idea of creating a documentary to chronicle your journey, sharing not only your personal narrative, but also the experiences of others. This piece could amplify voices of individuals, families, and wildlife, their struggles and triumphs within the dance of life. The weight of that vision sparks within you, lighting an unquenchable resolve. As twilight descends and stars shimmer above, you make a pact with yourself and the essence of the bear. You will bring this vision to life. The stories that need to be told, the urgency of preserving the wild that pulses through your veins. The journey continues, unfurling before you like the branches of the forest. An ever-evolving tale waiting for its next chapter in the grand narrative of nature. With every breath, you recommit to being a guardian for those without a voice, knowing the wild must be cherished and fought for, always. The idea of creating a documentary ignites a fire within you. As the sun sinks lower, casting a warm glow across the forest strung with shadows, you struggle to calm your racing heart and find clarity. This vision is not just a project, it's a lifeline. A way to channel your experiences, your passions, and those of your community into a narrative that underscores the ongoing battle for wildlife. The next day begins with purpose. You gather materials, pulling out notebooks filled with ideas, scribbled fragments of thoughts and stories shared by others along your journey. You sit at your dining table, coffee steaming beside you, as the wheels of creation turn in your mind. You envision interviews with activists, heartfelt testimonials from families touched by the wildlife, and breathtaking visuals of the untouched wilderness. You work tirelessly over the next weeks, sketching a detailed plan that outlines the documentary's narrative arc, a story that begins with the shifting balance of nature and culminates in the resilience of the human spirit intertwined with the animal kingdom. You reach out to local filmmakers, environmental experts, and community members willing to share their experiences. Your phone buzzes furiously with messages, each response weaving together a complex tapestry of shared purpose and unity. Generous spirits join your cause. Generations of families offer to share their ecotourism stories, highlighting the interconnected life in untouched landscapes. Wildlife photographers jump on board, eager to capture the essence of the world you're fighting for. Each connection you make breathes life into the project. Every Saturday, you organize meetups in the forest, screenings of films that tell stories of conservation, as well as informal brainstorming sessions where ideas are exchanged in passionate bursts. You set up a projector against a backdrop of trees, illuminating the wild spaces that encapsulate your mission. Those moments under the stars, surrounded by buzzing energy and laughter, blur the line between work and joy. One evening, after a screening, an elder from the community approaches you, her eyes filled with wisdom and warmth. "I have a story I want to tell you," she says softly. You nod, eager to listen as she shares her memories of growing up among the trees, of learning the language of the land. Her tale is rich with lessons learned from the forest, a narrative of respect and coexistence, of understanding that every creature plays a role in the grand orchestra of life. Inspired, you invite her to be a central figure in the documentary. You recognize the weight her story can carry. As you sit with her, recounting each shared memory with soft smiles, you realize that every voice matters, every experience, no matter how seemingly small, is crucial in weaving this larger narrative. As filming begins, your team roams the forest, cameras in hand, capturing moments of raw beauty, the flicker of sunlight dancing across a babbling brook, the majestic flight of an eagle overhead, and the tender movement of animals scurrying through underbrush. Each shot serves as a reminder of what is at stake, a visual call to action crystallizing the urgency you feel in your very bones. You interview families who have adopted sustainable practices, whose lives have become intertwined with nature's rhythm. They share victories, struggles, and everyday interactions with wildlife that reveal an incredible bond. Their narratives often bring joy, laughter, and sometimes tears as they express their determination to protect the beauty that surrounds them. Weeks turn into months, and as the leaves turn gold with autumn, you find yourself answering questions about conservation at numerous gatherings, a local farmers market, schools, and universities. Your story becomes intertwined with theirs, resonating through the hearts of everyone involved. You encourage action, urging individuals to think of their impact on the earth, to consider their role in the web of life. Yet, despite this growing momentum, you remain acutely aware of the threats lurking beyond the forest edges. The timber company's machinery encroaching along the boundaries of protected land, the rising noise levels drowning out the calls of wildlife. You cannot help but feel an urgency clawing at your chest. Complacency could mean the loss of all one holds dear. One fateful day at an executive board meeting for a wildlife preservation organization, you muster your courage to speak. Heart racing, a mix of excitement and trepidation coursing through you, you share insights drawn from your journey. Standing before leaders of the community who govern projects that impact the land. If we want to inspire real change, you implore, we must equip ourselves with the stories that spur action. This documentary, the tales of our children, the bear, all of us, It's a compact of hope, a reminder of why we must protect every inch of this earth. You see the flicker of understanding in their eyes. You share the urgency you feel, the perspiration glistening on your brow. Inaction is action taken against our future. You warn gently, your heart steady in conviction. You propose a resolution to form a committee to further fund wildlife protection efforts, inspired by the stories woven into your journey. The room erupts in discussion, filled with hesitations, questions, but also those fueled with a collective spark of hope. Ideas bounce around, renewed passions reinvigorated, and as you look around you, something shifts. Change is tangible. It pulses through the air like an electric current, igniting purpose in all those present. With every passing day, the documentary takes shape, the momentum building with each story heard and every voice uplifted. And as the first snow begins to kiss the ground, you finally sit down to piece together the final frames. You laugh, cry, and reflect on this journey, realizing that it had shaped you as much as you hoped to shape the world. As you prepare for the documentary's premiere, you find yourself standing again on that hillside, overlooking the forest under a night blanket of stars. You remember the bear, the fierce guardian of the wild, whispering extraordinary tales into your heart. You take a deep breath, acutely aware of the journey still ahead, knowing the fight for the voiceless is far from over. You have committed yourself to being a resolute champion for the wild, a role that extends like branches across generations. You hold the faith that together, the stories and lives intertwined will echo far beyond this moment, rippling into a future where nature thrives, where every heartbeat harmonizes with the wild's rhythm. With the documentary as your vessel, you are ready to spread this message far and wide, forging an unbreakable bond between humanity and nature, one heart, one voice at a time.